Hello roller skaters. Today I am showing a fun little move that we call, or have heard called, the kick pivot. And it's a very fundamental part of jam skating or dance skating, whatever you want to call it. And also it can be a good way to learn how to turn and roll backwards if you're new to those things, those concepts on your skates. So I'm going to go ahead and show it. Basically you're going to start. You don't need a lot of space to do this, but a little bit of space. And having your feet about hips width apart, more or less, with a little bit of bend to your knees. And so then what I'm gonna do is shift my weight onto my right foot and push out on my left heel wheel in front of me, like kind of sticking it out. That's like the kick part. And then I'm gonna turn my shoulders and hips and head just a quarter turn to the right as I come back onto my left toe wheel simultaneously, like so. Roll backward slightly, quarter turn back to the front, just that. Then to the other side, weight on the left leg, pushing out on that right heel wheel, turning quarter turn of head, shoulders, hips to the left as you push back on that right toe wheel behind and roll back a quarter turn, like so, and then quarter turn to front.
Well, how are you traveling? How do you actually get to travel across?
Well, it's that swipe action. When you push out on that front foot, you're kind of like turning and swiping it back and rolling back. Does that make sense?
Push off on the plant?
Yeah, and then you bring it back to the front with a quarter turn, just to stop the roll, so to speak.
You're pushing off that planted foot, kind of?
Yeah, well, I turn my hips and push kind of with this one, kind of push it around behind and then back to front.
Okay.
That makes sense. And then same way the opposite way, push it behind, kind of like it's leading on that toe wheel, and then back to front. And then trying to find a flow with it. So like as if you were to music, you know, kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, like a kind of a bounce to it, to where it's kind of rhythmic. You can do this also half turns instead of quarter turns. It's a bit more challenging, but if you want to, all you have to do is turn a little bit more with your head and shoulders and hips when you make the pivot, the turn, right? More like pushing out, turning a little bit more, and then for that one, you would have to probably kind of switch sides. Pushing out, turning, see how I'm switching to the front? Pushing out, turning, and switch. Pushing out, a little more turn, and switch. So that would be more of a 180. I kind of use the toe stop or toe plug. You could kind of slide if you want. You don't have to. You do whatever you want. Make it your own thing, you know? But that's something you can add to your repertoire of moves. Or maybe it's just a fun way to turn, a stylish way to turn. And add it in with other movements to make routines if that's what you're into, or just enjoy dancing. But please let us know in the comments if you have questions or suggestions, and please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.